Recession indicators, y'all. Have y'all peeped them? Man, a lot of people are believing that we are in America about to head into a recession. I want you to check out these clips and you can be the judge for yourself.
Here's a subtle sign that we're definitely in a recession. So I'm moving out of my house into a smaller unit. Can't take my items with me, and so I decided, okay, cool, I'm going to donate. I give a courtesy call to the local Goodwill donation center. I get to the 1-800 number, and they tell me they're going to charge me $413, and it requires a $25 deposit fee in order to move all the stuff in my house that I'm giving to them that they're going to resell to make profit from. They want me to pay them to remove the shit from my house. Immediately hung up. I didn't even say thank you, have a good click, because y'all lost y'all goddamn mind.
Have you noticed that all of the trends for this year are really just ways to make spending less money cool? What do natural hair and nails, clean girl jewelry, ditching lash extensions, and thrifting all have in common? They're representations of people not having extra money to spend on non-essentials. Media loves to say that the consumer is strong, but the reality is that consumer spending has shifted away from these non-essentials and moved to just trying to keep up with the rising costs of basic needs. And on top of that, Americans are carrying a record amount of debt with over $1 trillion of credit card debt alone. And despite what they say about inflation, with the cost of groceries not coming down anytime soon, it's no wonder people are cutting back in other areas. Now, of course, companies are trying to capitalize on this, like Kellogg saying that eating cereal for dinner was cool, which people were able to see through from a mile away. But make no mistake about it, this isn't fun, this is concerning. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with spending less money, that's terrific. And to feel a part of a community or to feel less alone while you're doing it is also amazing. But what I don't want to get lost in the shuffle is that these trends aren't just fun trends, they're a representation of hardships that Americans are facing. Let's just not lose sight of the real problem, which is that the economy is not as strong as they say, and more than likely, this is going to get worse before it gets better.
You know what? When you guys raised the price of gas, I didn't say anything. When you guys raised the price of groceries, never said anything. But raising the price of beauty supply store mini products at the cash register is... If anyone deserves to raise their prices, it probably is them, but I'm just shocked. I spent almost $100 on these few items, okay? I got the miniature hair glue, okay? I got miniature botana oil. Everything's miniature, by the way. Miniature hair thread, miniature needle, all right? I got the miniature hair dye, okay? And I got this thing to put the hair dye on, right? And 2 more items, contour stick and heat protectant. Okay, that came up to a total of, I got $30 off because I'm a member. It came to $82.63. Am I crazy, or should that be like $50?
So everyone's talking about recession indicators. My recession indicator is not the stock market, even though it really should. My indication that we are going into a recession is me making the conscious decision to not go to Starbucks and get a $8 coffee. It was me going to Publix and getting a $2 energy drink. So there we have it. I think I have entered the recession. I don't know about you guys, but we're all making adjustments here. We're all making adjustments here. Your girl's not going broke for no one. We're just adjusting. We're still getting our caffeine intake just for cheaper. We're cutting costs everywhere we can. Think about it. That's exactly why Starbucks included any milk changes. That's why they changed their policies to include almond milk, soy milk, and every other milk, because they knew this recession was coming and people was going to stop coming to the store. And I'm one of them. No. I'm gonna have my energy drink.
Past in 7 days. If you're ready to become an agent and join us in the call center, comment the word agent below and I'll contact you today. Give me 1 second. You located?
I remember when everyone and their mom wanted to claim that they don't have a 9-to-5 job, and everybody was shitting on people who had regular W-2 jobs, and nobody wanted to be an employee, nobody wanted to date an employee, everybody wanted to be a business owner. What is going on? I want y'all to know that we are definitely in dire times when the hustle has switched from the drop shipping, Forex, lashes, nails, service industry, from the courses, strictly courses. You remember when everyone had a course, everyone had a manual, everyone had a guide, everyone had a manifesting journal? Well, now the scam is getting a 9-to-5 job. They are trying to repackage call centers to y'all. You know that's a job that you can just go get? It's not going to be easy to get in this job market. No job is easy to get. But it is one of the easier entry-level jobs that you can apply for, like a warehouse job. Y'all, you do not need to buy a course to get a job to take calls. And another thing that's sending me is I fear that the young generation watches videos like this. They're taking this as representation of what a 9-to-5 job looks like and what business casual clothing looks like. Not trying to shit on Alexis guy, but it is a little funny to see somebody try to put on office wear that you can clearly tell never had a 9-to-5 corporate job. Black girl, do not go to an interview in Bermuda shorts and backless shoes. Don't do that.
With how expensive everything is, I know we talk about it, but genuinely, I cannot fathom how the fuck anybody is making it right now. Thinking, oh my God, we're drowning. We are very clearly in a quiet recession. And then I'll walk into a TJ Maxx at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, and I'm like, oh, never mind. Everybody's here. What recession? There's a line wrapped around the door. We are thriving as a country. Or I'll see like 50 grown women in line at Five Below, like waiting to buy something at 6 a.m. They're all just lined up because they don't have jobs. And I'm like, it's just me then. Everyone else seems to be rich. I don't know what's going on.
I think the biggest recession indicator is that young people, like people in their 20s and 30s, don't want to go out anymore. What I mean by that is I've noticed with my friend group, we much prefer to visit each other in our respective homes and cook meals, make drinks, vibe out at home over going out to dinner and spending money outside. All of my friends have amazing paying jobs. We live in Washington, D.C. It's a very vibrant city. There are amazing restaurants around here, but the value that you get for your money at a restaurant, to me and my friends, is simply not worth it to make it a regular thing anymore. The things that we do spend our money on are things that we can't have similar or equal value to at home, like concerts or going on trips or going hiking or things that like truly add value to your life that you can't do at home with the same people. It is just simply too expensive to go out and casually eat at restaurants anymore. Like today, I'm having a couple girlfriends over and we're doing brunch at my apartment because that gives us the exact amount of quality time that we're looking for than we would if we were to go out to brunch, and we're saving so much money. And when I was in my early 20s, I was at bottomless brunch every weekend, and it's not enticing anymore. It is just not worth the value because a bottomless brunch that used to be like $32 for all you can drink and an entree is now like $50 plus, and that's a huge difference. And I'm curious if anyone else feels this way. I feel like 2026 is going to be a year where the people stay inside unless it's something actually really cool to do.
All right, so you've seen the clips. The people are saying we're headed into a recession, if not already there. What is your take? Let me know in the comments if you think we are already in a recession or if a recession is right around the corner. Until next time, I got a video on the screen for you to go check out and watch some more goodness. You ain't got to subscribe until you're ready, but feel free to check out another clip and enjoy the goodness over here on the channel. Until next time, stay blessed.